How many of you know what this is? Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. I'm Greg, and this is Stuff That Sucks. So, for those of you who don't know what this is, if you've been living under a rock, it is the re-released GameCube controller for the Nintendo Wii U, the Super Smash Bros. Edition one. I got this one off Amazon when it came out because I couldn't find them anywhere else. And they sent me a Japan one, which is fine because it works with my US one anyway. I was excited when they first made this announcement, especially with the Wii GameCube adapter, because it was huge. People were really excited to be able to play GameCube games as well as certain Wii games and hopefully even Wii U games with what is arguably the best controller ever designed in this world. Arguably. I personally think it's one of the most comfortable controllers ever designed. I absolutely love this controller. If I were to make a top 10 list of controllers, this would be number one. Ooh, top 10 list of controllers. That's a good one. The biggest disappointment about this GameCube controller is when it was first announced, Nintendo had told everyone, oh, it'll be compatible with any games that support the Wii U Pro controller, and everyone was really excited about it. But then later in a press release, they stated that it's not compatible with any other Wii U games. It's just compatible only with Super Smash Bros.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
And you know, that's a pretty big kick in the head because, like I said, it's one of the most famous, most comfortable, most best designed controllers that I've ever played with. I mean, if you wanted to argue the design of the C stick, I guess could use a little work, but at the end of the run, it's an input device. So literally anything that works with the Wii U Pro controller should be able to work with the GameCube controller. So let's break this down just its raw inputs. So the GameCube controller has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inputs. I'm not going to count the start or home button. I need the controller. 7 inputs on the GameCube controller, two analog sticks, and a D-pad. Now the Wii U Pro controller has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Has 10 inputs. So it has essentially 3 more buttons than the GameCube controller. It basically has an extra Z button, which is the left and right bumper. It has an extra bumper button, and then it has the 2 inputs that you click down on the controller with, right? So it just has 3 extra inputs. But there's absolutely no logical reason that the GameCube device cannot be used as this, especially for like virtual console games, especially for virtual GameCube console games, or Super Nintendo games, or even Nintendo games. There's no reason you need to use this over the GameCube controller other than Nintendo just refusing to support it. Now, at first glance, this may seem like an effort to just focus on selling more Pro controllers, which is odd because you think they went out of their way to basically re-release these controllers with an adapter separately designed specifically for the Wii U just to have it work for one game right now. So back in 2006, 2007, they actually had stopped making GameCube and Wavebird controllers. The Wavebird controller was like super popular at that time. Everyone wanted it. They just stopped making it. And a lot of people, including myself, thought that they just did that because they wanted people to buy the classic controller or the Wii controls. Like they didn't want people using the GameCube controller for all their games. They wanted to sell the new controllers. I thought that's what they were doing too. But apparently there was a lawsuit with another company in Texas that sued for patent rights on the GameCube controller. So until they got it appealed, which was a few years later, they weren't allowed to sell GameCube controllers or Wavebirds in the US. So that's an acceptable situation. But in this situation, I haven't heard of any lawsuit prohibiting them selling GameCube controllers in the US. You can still get them on Amazon, on eBay, all over the place. You even get regular ones, older ones. I'm not sure if the older ones will work with the GameCube adapter. I would assume they would. It seems like they're not supporting this, so you buy this. But at the same time, they re-released this, so they're making these again. So what's the point? If they buy either one, who cares? Because you're still making money. It's not like people are pulling out of their closets their old GameCube controllers. I mean, I bought a new one because it had the Smash Bros. Logo on it. So obviously people are buying these, and people bought up all the GameCube adapter controllers. So the bottom line is, it really sucks. There's no reason that this cannot be translated to this. Unless the game specifically needs the extra 3 inputs that this thing offers, there's no reason this shouldn't work. All this is an input device. And it seems like Nintendo is literally not supporting this for reasons unknown, either because they just are lazy and they don't want to add these all to the Virtual Console store and support with this. This would be great at Mario Kart. I would love to use this. I use this, but I would love to use this. It's nostalgic. I love the feel of the controller. It's one of the best designed controllers I think I've ever had in my hand. I don't understand why. Nintendo, can you give me a reason why this cannot work like this? Anyway, guys, that's my little rant. Nintendo, please, please. I'm tired of going into your Wii store and then seeing no GameCube controller support. You've made the adapter, you've relaunched and rebranded the GameCube controllers. There are even third parties making custom Mario controllers on other websites that you can buy. Please make these compatible with future games. We're not asking for every single game to be compatible with the GameCube controller, just games that don't need the extra 3 buttons that the Wii U controller has. That's all. Anyway, guys, it really sucks. For everything GameCube and Wii U console related, you're already in the right place. You're on Shacknews.com. They're just buttons. It's an input device. It's an input device.